So KG, there's a question I get every time. Is there anything I can do to increase my home equity? Yes, indeed. We'll talk about that in a minute. Hey there, this is KG. I'm a realtor with Fairfax Realty in Greenbelt, where we help buyers to buy their dream home and sellers to sell their houses. And we do this in the Maryland, DC, and Virginia region. So listen, if you're looking to buy, sell, or move in this Maryland, DC, and Virginia region, or Baltimore, where I am right now, contact us below. We'll take care of you. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you get updates once we upload a new video. So the question is there anything as a homeowner or potential homeowner that you can do to increase the equity in your house? Yes, three things that you can do to start increasing the equity in your house. So that being said, home ownership, buying house, many times is going to be the biggest expense that most people are going to do in their lifetime. A lot of people rely on their homes to be an investment once they stop working or want to sell the house or want to use the equity to do other things. So what can you do as a homeowner or as a potential homeowner to increase the equity in your house? Like I said, I'm in Baltimore City right now, so you may be hearing some noises, so don't worry about it. So three things I'm going to discuss with you that you can do as a homeowner that you can use to start increasing the equity in your house. The first thing is drop the PMI. What am I talking about? Private mortgage insurance. So if you buy your house, or if you're going to buy a house and you are not putting 20% down, there's a possibility, highly like 99.98%, that you're going to be paying what we call private mortgage insurance. This is private mortgage insurance for conventional loan or mortgage insurance premium for FHA loan. So how can you drop it? Well, first thing, if you have conventional loan, private mortgage insurance, what you can do is find out now what the value of your house is. If you've been in your house for a few years, there's the probability that you already have over 20% equity in the house. So how do you find out? Talk to a realtor that can give you what the value of the property, similar property, if you're going to sell your house today, what the value will be. So don't go on Zillow. Zillow will not give you the accurate information. Zillow aggregates value in the community, but you want to talk to a realtor that will let you know, based on your house size, based on the style of your house, this is what it can sell for. So once you know that value, you can now take it and go and look at your balance, your mortgage balance. If you have over 20% equity, then you're good, right? You can now petition, ask your mortgage lender to drop the PMI. Listen, they're not just going to drop it like that. They are going to request you to provide proof for them, the market analysis that was done for you by a realtor, or they can request that they do appraiser, which can run between 400 to 600 depending. That money is worth it, right? Because when you look at your PMI, when you look at it, how much are you paying in PMI? It depends on how much you put down on a typical conventional loan. If you put 3% down and then your credit is good, if your house, it also depends on the price of the house. Let's take for example, on a $300,000 house, the buyer puts 3% down and they are doing PMI. I mean, they're doing conventional loan. Their PMI and their credit score is over average, like 680 to 700. Their PMI can run between $125 to $150, $125 to $150, kind of range, but that's about the range, right? On a $300,000 house. So if you are able to drop that PMI with in a conventional loan, now you can start using that PMI that you drop, and you can start continue to make that payment, but make it towards your principal, right? You're already making the payment, so instead of you stop making the PMI payment, continue to make it, not the PMI now, but going towards your principal. That is for conventional loan. You can do that with a conventional loan. So check if you have over 20% equity right now in your house. Now, if you have FHA loan, it's not the same. FHA loan have what we call mortgage insurance premium, MIP. That's what they call it. and it's set, right? 1.75, and then you pay upfront. There's upfront MIP when you buy the house, and you pay monthly. So for FHA loan, they don't drop it. You cannot petition them to drop it. Even if you have 20%, it doesn't really matter. So what you can do is do the same thing that I just said. Find out if you have equity in that house. If you have 20% equity, then you should probably look into refinance, because when you refinance, you drop that MIP. So for a $300,000 house, the same scenario, how much will the MIP be? So the MIP for mortgage insurance premium, also known as MIP, is 1.75. For a $300,000 house, put in 3.5% down, your MIP can range between $210 and $235. That's the range, but it's set, right? So if you're paying extra $210 every month, if you can drop that by refinancing to a conventional loan and you don't have that mortgage insurance anymore, you can now take that $210 and pay towards your principal, thereby increasing your equity. So you can do that, right? Drop the main mortgage insurance premium by refinance if you're FHA. Drop the PMI if you're conventional loan by talking to your lender. Secondly, give a little. What am I talking about? We're talking about how to increase equity in your house. Give a little. So if you cannot drop the MIP, if you cannot drop the PMI, can you pay like 10% monthly? 10% of your mortgage monthly. So it can be $100, it can be $200, as your budget allows. Pay that towards your principal monthly. So if you can go about 10%, perfect. If you cannot do 10%, do something, right? Once you start doing it, but you also want to make sure when you make that payment online or over the phone, or when you send in the payment, you want to make sure you specify that extra payment goes towards the principal. Make sure you specify, because the lenders are not going to just put it towards the principal, right? They will put it towards the interest, and the goal of this is to build your equity, right? Build the equity in your house. So make sure you did let them know that that extra payment needs to go towards your principal. So what this does is increase your equity, decrease the amount that you pay in interest rates over the life of the loan, reduce the term, right? Even if you don't refinance on a 30-year mortgage, when you pay a little, you actually pay it off quickly, and you build equity. So you can do a lot with your equity. The third option is to make bi-monthly payments. So instead of making 1 month payments monthly, ask your lender, can you split your payment into 2 and make bi-monthly payment? So what that does is, by the end of 1 year, you've actually make 1 extra payment, and believe it or not, that extra payments reduce the interest rate you pay. It reduces your principal. So you can actually increase your equity by doing that. So if you cannot drop your PMI or MIP, or do a little bit 10% more monthly, you can split that payment into 2 bi-monthly, and 1 year you pay 1 extra payment, and it reduces your principal. So doing those 3 things will increase your equity in your house, little by little, gradually. And what can you do with equity? Listen, you can take equity to buy an investment property, right? You can use it to upgrade your house. You can use the equity to upgrade your house or to do other things. But of course, if you've listened to my channel, I don't like people using their equity to pay off credit card or pay off debt. I really don't like that. But if you increase your equity when you're ready to sell the house, you're walking away with some tidy cash. So do those 3 things and increase the equity in your house. So are you doing it, or are you going to do it? Let me know. Drop me a comment and let me know. Like I said, I'm in Baltimore City right now. There's a house that I'm getting ready to put in the market. The owner increased the equity by some of these things that I talked about. They actually pay down the principal by paying more, and now it has over $70,000 in equity. Go do it and help equity, right? So listen, if you're looking to buy, sell, or move in the Maryland, DC, or Virginia region, please contact us below. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel to get an update once we upload a new video. All right.